Welcome to this training video on the Sharp BigPad P&L-A series. In this session, we're going to be looking at getting started, connectivity, working with computer-based apps such as Word, PowerPoint and Excel, using the optional Smart Display module to include wireless casting and also whiteboarding. To get started, simply switch the screen on with the button on the front panel here. Within a few seconds, the screen will be ready to use. Once connected, we simply control our computer by touching the screen with our finger. So we have left mouse click, we have right mouse click by pressing and holding the screen, and we have an on-screen keyboard on the taskbar here to input any text into our documents. The menu is accessed by the front button just next to power here. We can choose our source, we can change the volume, and get into the settings of the display itself. We can also split the signal to have up to 4 different inputs on screen at any one time. In this case, we have 3 with HDMI and also USB-C. To work with a Word document, we simply launch the document in the usual way, and we have full mouse control of that document simply by using our finger. If we wish to pinch and zoom to make text larger, the multi-touch technology of the board allows us to do so. To make an annotation, we simply pick up a pen and annotate on screen. And to erase that annotation, use the palm of our hand to do so. All markups stay where they have been written, so we can review them later on in our meeting. If we wish to add text into a document, we simply use the on-screen keyboard here and type directly in, like so. The document can be saved in the usual way, either with or without the annotations. Simply choose a different name if you wish to have 2 different versions. To work with an Excel document, we simply launch the document in the usual way, and we have full mouse control of that document through scrolling, pinching and zooming to expand the cells, and the on-screen keyboard to input data. Once we have content in our Excel spreadsheet, we can use our annotation tools to mark up that document, and as we scroll through, the annotation will stay where written. If we save our document, we can save the annotations alongside or simply clear them by erasing them with our hand. To work with Microsoft Edge, we simply launch our web page, and we have full control of that web page by scrolling with our finger. If we pinch and zoom, we can resize the text and content on the page. If we wish to annotate, we simply choose from the 3 dots here on the right-hand side and choose Web Capture. We get the option to capture an area or indeed the full page. By using our pen, we can annotate directly into that document. The annotation will stay where it's been made, and we can simply erase using the palm of our hand to erase the content. Any annotations made, together with the content we're reviewing, can be saved with the save icon here at the top, where we would choose a name and a place to save that document. To work with PowerPoint, we simply launch our document in the usual way and choose PowerPoint Show. We can navigate through our slides by swiping from right to left or left to right. If we want to annotate into our document, simply pick up the pen and make our annotation on screen. The annotation will stay on the page we made it, even if we navigate away. If we wish to erase the annotation, we simply use the palm of our hand to do so. At the end of our PowerPoint presentation, we're given the option to save our annotations. We can either do so or we can discard. In this case, I'll keep them. So we can see here, the annotation is on the page we made it. The optional Smart Display module can be accessed by choosing the input directly from the front of the screen here. We simply click on Option. We're then presented with a very simple, easy access desktop to include Draw, where we have Microsoft Whiteboarding, Share for wireless casting, and Meet, which I have my Zoom account attached to. Let's look at Draw. We simply click on Draw and Microsoft Whiteboarding will open and it's ready to use together with the supplied annotation pens. We can mark up our document or we can erase that content and save the information directly to the cloud in our Microsoft Whiteboarding app. We can go home at any time to choose any one of the other options available to us, to include Meet for video conferencing, or Share for wireless casting. To cast content directly from our Windows device up to PNLA using the optional Smart Display module, simply click on Share from the display and choose Windows K Connect from your Windows device. Choosing the room, in this case Meeting Room 1, will then allow me to cast my content directly to screen. It also gives me mouse control of that content. To wirelessly cast content directly from my iPad up to the PNLA series using the optional Smart Display module, I choose Share from the button here. I then choose to share content from my iPad, selecting the room I'm in. Once done, content will appear on screen. I now have my iPad mirrored directly to the PNLA series. We can wirelessly cast content directly from our Android device up to the PNLA series using the optional Smart Display module. We simply click Share on screen and then choose to cast from our Android device. The room will appear in your meeting list, in this case Meeting Room 1, and we cast the content directly to screen. We now have our Android device live on screen.